Denji wakes up in his shack after a strange dream about an alleyway and swiftly departs with his devil, Pochita, to track down the tomato devil for the Yakuza. On the way, he reflects on his debt, realizing that even after selling trees and organs, he still owes 30 million yen to the Yakuza. After swiftly dealing with the tomato devil, Denji meets the old man, the Yakuza leader, who offers him 400,000 yen. However, after settling bills and repaying some of his debt, Denji is left with only 18 yen. Returning home, he shares a slice of bread with Pochita, reminiscing about how they formed a contract when Denji saved Pochita's life by giving him his blood. Suddenly, the old man appears at Denji's door, revealing another devil that needs to be dealt with. They head to an abandoned warehouse where the old man thanks him for his services while Denji and Pochita get stabbed from behind. The old man tells him about making a pact with the zombie devil, turning the Yakuza into zombies. Denji tries to limp away, but the zombies quickly catch up and mercilessly tear Denji and Pochita to pieces. As Denji slowly dies in the dumpster, a drop of his blood trickles down into Pochita's mouth and he starts to fuse with him. He opens his eyes and notices Pochita sitting on top of him, telling him that he loved hearing about his dreams, so he is giving his heart. In return, he only asks Denji to show him his dreams coming true. Denji suddenly jumps out of the dumpster, fully healed, and notices a cord on his chest. The zombie devil, seeing that Denji is still alive, tells his zombies to kill him. Denji pulls the cord from his chest, transforming his head and arms into chainsaws as the zombies pile on top of him. He pushes them all back, ripping them to shreds, including the zombie devil like a maniac. Eventually, Makima, a devil hunter from public safety, enters the warehouse with two men and notices the bloodbath, with Denji being the only one remaining. She hugs Denji as he falls to the ground, offering him the choice to be either killed on the spot or become her dog. She tells him that he will be fed as long as he's with her. Realizing that he won't have to starve anymore, Denji agrees to join her. As Makima takes Denji to a hotel for breakfast, he falls in love with her after she offers him her coat. During breakfast, he tells her about his fusion with Pochita, to which Makima tells him that cases like his are rare and tells him that his friend is alive in him and that he gives off both a human and a devil scent. After they reach Tokyo, Makima assigns him to work under Iki Hayakawa. Iki takes Denji on patrol but later beats him up in an abandoned alley when Denji keeps asking him about Makima, warning him about the dangers of devil hunting. Denji retaliates by repeatedly kicking Iki between the legs, telling him that he is only doing this to protect his lifestyle. Beaten up, they return to Makima, who assigns Denji to Iki's unit, telling him that he's a special case since Denji can turn into a devil. She also allows Iki to kill him like a devil if he tries to run away. After a few days, Makima introduces Denji to Power, a blood fiend who will be his new partner. On patrol, Denji wonders whether Iki paired him with Power on purpose so that he can get rid of him. Suddenly, Power smells blood and runs off towards it while Denji continues to follow her until they both reach a sea cucumber devil. Power immediately jumps off a building and smashes the devil with a blood-formed hammer and starts laughing hysterically. Makima scolds Power for interfering with a civilian hunter's target, reminding her that she could face arrest for her actions. Power then attempts to shift the blame onto Denji, which annoys him. Makima tells them to quiet down and emphasizes the need for them to improve their teamwork. Later, Power opens up about her deep hatred for demons and humans, recounting the story of her cat, Maui, who was taken by a devil. Despite the likelihood of Maui being dead, Power still desires revenge. Understanding as he would feel the same if something happened to Pochita, Denji agrees to assist her. Power takes him to an abandoned house outside the city. She explains that only Denji can fight the devil inside, since the devil would likely use Maui as a shield if she were to engage. Once they approach, Power swiftly knocks out Denji with a hammer and drags his body into the house, presenting him to the Bat Devil. The Bat Devil seizes Denji and begins crushing him, causing him to cough up blood. Disgusted by the taste, the devil tosses Denji aside as he regenerates his arm. Power then demands release of Maui as agreed, but he callously swallows the cat, deeming it her punishment for bringing detestable food. Denji watches in shock as the Bat Devil swallows stunned Power as well. The devil takes flight toward the city, but Denji clings to his leg. He pulls the cord on his chest, transforming into Chainsaw Man, and slices off the devil's arm, causing him to crash down into the city. As they fight, Denji keeps on protecting the civilians, making the devil question his motives, but Denji denies caring about any of them and throws a car with a civilian straight at him. The Bat Devil tries to fend for himself, but Denji cuts through his arms and makes his way to his body, tearing him to pieces. Power awakens to find herself being held by Denji and apologizes for deceiving him. Suddenly, a massive shockwave tears off Denji's arms. The Leech Devil emerges, devouring his severed limb, proclaiming that he has killed her lover. Denji pulls his cord once more, but due to his weakened state from blood loss, only a small chainsaw appears on his head. As they engage in a fierce battle, The leech devil shares her admiration for the bat devil's desire to exterminate humans, considering it noble. Denji expresses his own dreams as well, but the devil finds it shallow. Annoyed, Denji retorts that everyone considers his dreams a joke while holding their own dreams in high regard. Struggling to keep up, Denji eventually succumbs to exhaustion and falls unconscious from the leech devil's relentless attacks. Suddenly, Aki arrives and summons Khan, the fox devil, who swiftly devours the leech devil's head in a single bite just as she is about to consume Denji. Denji awakens in a hospital and finds Aki by his side, who tells him that they managed to find and reattach his lost arm. Denji inquires about Aki's devil, to which he explains that he has formed a contract with the fox devil, feeding her parts of his own body in exchange for her assistance. Aki mentions the security footage of their departure from the city and the trail of Denji's blood near an abandoned house, questioning if Power had tried to kill him. Denji pretends to be unaware, protecting Power. Aki leaves Denji alone and joins Power and Hyuno, informing them that Power is free to go. Later that night, Aki reports the events to Makima, who agrees to let them off the hook since there were no casualties. Makima asks if Denji's influence has made Aki more flexible, but he denies any change, saying that he's the same person. The following day, Power arrives at Aki and Denji's apartment with her belongings, while Aki receives a call from Makima, informing him that Power will be staying with them. Denji sits down to fill out reports when Makima tells him that she wants him to defeat the gun devil, while explaining that 13 years ago, after the emergence of devils, there was a surge in gun usage, leading to protests against firearms, and during a terrorist attack in America, the gun devil emerged, killing over 1.2 million people in less than 5 minutes before vanishing. Aki's own family was among the casualties. Makima believes that since Denji is special, he can defeat the gun devil. She shows him pieces of the gun devil's flesh, explaining that when other devils consume these fragments, they become more powerful, due to the fragments' mutual attraction. They can track and locate the gun devil once they have enough pieces. Later, Denji sets out on a new mission alongside Aki, Power, Hyuno, and her teammates Hirokazu Arai and Kobeni Higashiyama. Witnessing their lack of motivation, Hyuno offers to kiss whoever manages to kill the devil, sparking Denji's enthusiasm. As they enter a hotel, they encounter a small devil. After swiftly dealing with it, they press onward. However, Hirokazu notices the blood splatter from the devil they killed earlier. He returns to the stairs and notices that they are still on the 8th floor. He then goes back down the stairs and emerges from upstairs, realizing that regardless of how many floors they ascend, they keep returning to the same one over and over. After Aki confirms that the windows of each room lead to opposite rooms as well, Kobeni and Hirokazu start to panic. Hirokazu suggests that help may arrive if they wait long enough, but Aki points out that all the clocks are frozen, indicating that they are trapped in time. While they continue to assess their situation, Denji notices that Hyuno is smoking the same cigarettes as Aki. As he tells her about it, Hyuno tells him that she was the one who got Aki hooked on them. Aki abruptly enters the room and informs them that the devil they killed is gradually growing larger. They confront the devil, who demands they hand over Denji or face death. Kobeni attacks Denji with a knife, but Hyuno and Aki swiftly incapacitate her. Aki tries to use Khan to kill the devil, but their isolation from the outside world renders his powers useless. Hyuno uses her ghost devil abilities against the Eternity Devil, but it just laughs, saying that she'll never find its heart. As Kobeni and Hirokazu's fear of dying intensifies, the devil's size increases and the hallway suddenly tilts to 90 degrees. Kobeni and Hirokazu urge Aki to kill Denji, but he refuses. Desperate, Kobeni charges at Denji with her knife, but Aki steps in and takes the blow, telling them that he won't let Denji die, as he may be the only one capable of defeating the gun devil. Annoyed by Aki's actions, Denji pulls his cord and dives straight into the Eternity Devil's mouth. Denji transforms as he drops into the Eternity Devil's mouth and starts hacking away at it like a maniac. The devil tells Denji that his efforts are futile, but Denji keeps up his attacks, drinking the blood of the devil to gain more energy. 3 days go by and the Eternity Devil is unable to handle any more pain. He presents his heart to Denji, begging him to end his life, and ultimately Denji kills him. The group is finally able to leave the hotel with a piece of the gun devil. As soon as Denji steps outside, he falls unconscious. Hyuno tells Aki that they should invite the entire division to a party so they can get to know each other better, and he agrees, telling her that he will invite Makima as well. At first, Hyuno is skeptical but agrees since she wants to get more information out of her about Denji. At the party, all juniors introduce themselves and Denji jumps straight to the point and demands a kiss from Hyuno, who tells him to wait. After Makima arrives, Aki and Hyuno try to get her drunk but fail miserably. Suddenly, Hyuno grabs Denji and kisses him. At first, Denji is quite happy but realizes that Hyuno is puking in his mouth. Disgusted that his first kiss was so miserable, Denji spends the rest of the night in the restroom throwing up. After the party ends, Hyuno grabs Denji and takes him to her home. Denji wakes up to find Hyuno on top of him. She asks if he wants to sleep with her, but he refuses, wanting his first time to be with Makima. The next day during breakfast, Himeno offers to help Denji pursue a relationship with Makima if he assists her in her pursuit of Iki, to which he eagerly agrees. Meanwhile, Makima is traveling to Kyoto on a train when she is shot in the head. At the same time, the rest of the division is publicly attacked by mysterious men. Denji, Iki, Power, and Himeno are at a ramen shop when a man sitting across from them shares a photo of his kind-hearted grandfather. Denji is taken aback since it's the picture of the Yakuza boss. Suddenly, the man pulls out a gun and shoots Denji in the head. Power quickly punches the man into the air, while Iki summons the Fox Devil to devour him, causing the building to collapse. The Fox Devil tells Iki that what he put in her mouth is neither human nor a devil. The man rips through the Fox Devil and emerges as Samurai Sword, wielding katanas. Iki draws his sword and uses the Cursed Devil's powers to fight him. Akane Sawatari, a girl accompanying Samurai Sword, joins in and assists Samurai Sword to his feet, who instantly attacks Iki, bringing him to his knees. Seeing that Iki is about to die, Himeno steps in, sacrificing her entire body by calling upon the Ghost Devil's powers. As chunks of her body disappear, she launches a fierce assault on Samurai Sword. However, Akane summons the Snake Devil, which devours the Ghost Devil in a single bite. Meanwhile, Iki looks to his side, shocked that Himeno has completely disappeared. As Himeno dies, she uses the last bit of her powers to pull Denji's cord, transforming him into the Chainsaw Man. Denji and Samurai Sword engage in a fierce battle as more hitmen arrive to assist Samurai Sword. Denji seizes one of the men as a hostage, momentarily halting the battle. However, Samurai Sword slices both Denji and the hostage in half. Meanwhile, Michiko Tendo and Yutaro Kuros await Makima's arrival at the train station but receive news of the attack. Makima disembarks the train and instructs them to clean up the bodies inside. She then orders them to gather 30 convicts serving life sentences and rent a nearby shrine. Samurai Sword informs Akane that he will take some time off. Suddenly, a crow lands on a wall and one of their men carrying Denji panics and is immediately crushed to death. Suddenly, all the attackers throughout Tokyo begin to die one by one. Akane realizes that this is the work of Makima's power and urges Samurai Sword to run. Before they can escape, they spot Kobe in the distance, armed with a knife, who without any hesitation attacks them, severing Samurai Sword's hand. She then grabs Denji, using him as cover, and shoots at them as they make their escape. Kobe looks at Denji and apologizes for trying to kill him tearfully. On the other hand, Makima returns to Tokyo and is briefed about the attack by Madoka, who also informs her that Division 4 is now under her control. Madoka submits his resignation, expressing his inability to continue under these circumstances. Iki awakens in a hospital and finds Power and Denji by his side. They inform him about the casualties, including Himeno. After they both depart, Iki breaks down and cries. Denji overhears Iki and wonders why he doesn't feel any emotions, but brushes it aside, thinking it's not important. Power and Denji meet with Makima, who takes them to train under Kishibe, the strongest devil hunter. Kishibe evaluates them quickly and, after Makima leaves, effortlessly snaps their necks and then feeds them blood to heal their injuries. He emphasizes the need for them to think and try again. Despite their efforts, Kishibe easily defeats them again. Meanwhile, Iki summons the Cursed Devil, who tells him that he has only 2 years left. Michiko and Yutaro visit Iki and confirm his determination to continue fighting. They inform him that he will be contracting a new devil since his previous contract with the Fox Devil has ended. After a grueling day of training, Kishibe departs, informing them that he will meet them at their apartment the following day. Determined to defeat him, Denji and Power prepare an ambush for Kishibe. As he arrives at their door the next day, Denji and Power launch their attack, but Kishibe effortlessly handles their assault, telling them that they have improved a little. In the meantime, Iki is taken to an underground devil facility where he is led to cell 108 to make a contract with the future devil. Iki enters the cells where the future devil greets him with enthusiasm. He quickly gets to the point as the future devil tells him to stick his head in his chest so he can see his future first, to which Iki complies. After he does so, the future devil tells Iki that he is going to die in the worst possible way, but Iki stops him, telling him that he is not interested in it as long as he kills his enemies, and the future devil agrees to reside in his eye. Meanwhile, Kishibe continues to beat Denji and Power in their training sessions, acknowledging their growth and informing them that they will now train only once a week. He then tells them that their next target will be Akane and Samurai Sword. Later, Kishibe meets with Makima and questions if she knew about the attack. Makima evades the question, claiming that she acted in the best interest of public safety. Kishibe, however, calls her a liar and raises doubts about her allegiance to humanity. As Makima heads to meet the Yakuza boss for more information about the Gun Devil's contracted individuals, the rest of the squad is sent to Samurai Sword's hideout building, accompanied by additional fiends. While the team deals with the zombies on various floors, Aki confronts Akane on the 4th floor. Aki unsheathes his sword, ready to face Akane and her snake devil. However, Akane surprises him by summoning the ghost devil. Aki struggles to keep up with the ghost devil's relentless attacks, even with the assistance of the future devil's powers. Eventually, the ghost devil grabs Aki by the neck and begins to choke him. As the ghost devil strangles him, Aki remembers a moment with Hymno when she offered him a cigarette, but took it back realizing he was underage. The ghost devil suddenly releases him and extends the same cigarette to Aki, with the words "Easy Revenge" written on it, which Aki accepts. Knowing that it wants to die, Aki climbs on the ghost devil's back and swiftly decapitates it. Kobe quickly apprehends Akane, preventing her from summoning the snake devil. Meanwhile, Denji makes his way to the top floor to fight Samurai Sword, who offers to parley, but Denji shows no interest in it. They both lock into a battle that eventually makes its way to a train below. Samurai Sword uses his high-speed attack to sever Denji's arms, telling him to surrender. However, Denji stands up, ready to strike with the chainsaw on his head. Despite the chainsaw breaking, Denji splits Samurai Sword in half, telling him that he should have gone for the legs as well. Denji then restrains him against the train. Aki arrives on the scene, and Denji proposes a contest to kick Samurai Sword between the legs until the police arrive to see who makes him scream the loudest. Aki, after contemplating for a moment, agrees to join him. Makima reports to her superiors about recovering 5 kilograms of the gun devil's flesh, which is enough to attract its main body. Meanwhile, as Aki smokes Hymno's cigarette, Denji dreams about the alley again. As he approaches the door at the end, Pochita's voice warns him not to open it under any circumstances.